What can you do with a bank refund check? Let's check out some possibilities. Hello, this is Victor for the VMC Inc. Financial News Network. I recently got a check in the mail, no strings attached, from my bank. I have a mortgage and I'm paying off my house. So I got a letter that was unexpected and it said they reviewed my escrow balance and I have an overage. So they've sent me a check for $232.11. What should I do with it? Let's talk about the most fun to the least fun things you can do with some unexpected money. One option is to spend it, have fun with it. Everyone loves free money. Spend that money on something that makes you happy. For example, one of my hobbies is reading and collecting comics. I've been doing it for 30 years. With this refund that I got, I could buy a bunch of new comics off the shelves. Or I can use it to buy some classic comic that's worth a little bit more. If I buy a modern comic book, there's no guarantee that it'll increase in value. Many don't. If I buy an older book, most likely it'll increase in value, but I have to have chosen a good comic to invest in. Another thing you can do is invest in the stock market. Did you buy Facebook stock? What about Google stock? Apple? As of this video, Snap, the makers of Snapchat, is about to go public. Maybe I could spend that money on buying a few shares of Snap stock. You never know, it may take off like a rocket. But for every rising star, there's also a falling one. If you had bought Twitter stock, you might not be very happy about where its stock value is at the moment. Depending on which stock you buy, again, the value of the stock may go up, it may go down. It's hard to predict the next hit, the next success. A disadvantage is that you'll have to pay capital gains tax if you sell your stock after it's worth more. Another thing to do is maybe put the money in a vacation budget. If I want to travel, that costs money, and I don't want to use credit cards for that. So if I save that $232 in a budget set aside for traveling, that'd be a good idea. Maybe more mundane, I need to buy a car. Or a new fridge or something, so taking that money and putting it in that savings budget could work out. Now we're starting to get into the less fun things you can do with that money. Do you have an emergency fund? Experts say 3 to 6 months of a cushion is good, just in case you need to dip into your savings in case you lose a job, get your hours cut back, or have some unexpected emergency. $232 could be put into my emergency fund, my safety net, just in case. The best time to build that safety nest is before you need it, of course. The next idea is to pay more money to my mortgage. Now this is the one that might feel the most wrong. The bank just gave me money and I'm gonna turn around and give it right back to them. Now hold on. Anything that reduces your principal for your mortgage is a good thing. The average 30-year mortgage pays hundreds of thousands of dollars in interest on top of what you're supposed to be paying just for the loan. So the faster you decrease that principal, the faster you pay off your mortgage, the less interest you'll pay overall. By going above and beyond the minimum monthly payment, you're going to shave off years, if not decades, off that mortgage. $50 to $100 in extra payments goes a long way in the long term. And I could put in an extra $232 toward the principal on my next payment. Another option is to contribute to an IRA, Roth or traditional. Watch some of our other videos where we talk about the differences and which might work for you. But in short, Uncle Sam gives us up to $5,500 in tax-free contributions to our IRA of choice. $6,500 if you're in retirement age. Money that you put away into that IRA can grow tax-free, tax-deferred, and when you're ready to pull it out in retirement, pay no taxes on it. depending which one you get. To supercharge your money in your IRA, you could then take all or a portion of that money and invest it in the stock market. Now, investing in the stock market is not reserved for the financial elites. Anyone can do it. Everyone should do it. The American economy is the best in the world, and we all can get into it. We can all get our piece of the pie of this powerful economy. I could take this $232, put it into an IRA, then invest it in various safer index funds, and let that money grow for the next 20 years, 25 years, till my retirement age, and I'm pretty sure that will be then worth thousands of dollars from this seed. Now I say probably because the stock market can be volatile. You can lose money in the stock market. You can lose your nest egg in the stock market. But if you look at the over 100 years of data, the stock market is a winning game. Some years are down, some decades are down, some decades are up, some years are up. It's a long-term endeavor. And so if you can delay gratification even longer, you could have good rewards in the end. And lastly, I could put that money in an HSA. That's a health savings account. If you have a certain kind of a health plan, an HDHP, high deductible healthcare plan, you may have access to an HSA, which is a type of savings account that you put money in there for qualified medical expenses. You have an annual contribution of $3,400. I could put the money in there to save for medical expenses, and in the meantime that I don't use the money, I could also invest that in the stock market, in an index fund and such. So to recap, spend it on something fun, buy a hot stock, put it in your vacation budget, put it in an emergency fund, pay a little bit more on your mortgage, contribute to your IRA, or contribute to your HSA. Those are some ideas for your windfall. They're all pretty good ones. Which one do you like? Leave a comment. This has been Victor for the VMC Inc. Financial News Network. Happy investing.